so Bethany and I are back, like always, because, like, that's
Woo!
kind of our trend. And we're going to talk to y'all, like, the game comes up in how many days? Like...
Oh my gosh, I'm not stressing out. What?
I mean,
it's like a week and a half?
Yeah.
Week and 2 days?
Something like that. So it's Labor Day weekend, right?
Yeah, Labor Day, Memorial Day weekend. Don't get this confused. We don't need people coming in September.
It's because everybody talks to me and they're like, oh, it's Labor Day. And I know it's
not.
Because we had this conversation. Okay, Memorial Day. But,
25th through the 27th.
Yeah, and you should already be signed up. And if you're not, then A, what are you doing? And B, get on it.
Yes, and get your friends on it too.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I would like to know that you're coming so I can know your name and celebrate with you as you inevitably spiral out of sanity.
Yeah, with us, because we're already there. We're at that point.
We're there. We're there, fam. We're there, and we are making a sweet, sweet home for you.
We're doing a victory lap, actually.
Yes. Yeah, we're hardcore victory lap.
Yeah, but you can sign up. So if you don't pay on PayPal, like last year we had people pay online, and we liked that. So like,
I think we're doing cash this now that the thing's over. If I'm correct.
You can still pay. Yeah, you can still pay online though. But it's
$65. You're right. Yeah, it's $65. You're right.
And then but at least if you don't want to pay online or whatever, definitely just sign up and click the button that says paying at gate or cash or whatever it says.
Yeah. So
that we want to feed you. But we can't feed people that we don't know who are showing up.
Exactly.
Also, we don't know the ammo count, all this stuff. So
a lot of things that we have in accord with who's there, and if we can kind of have a basic number of who's coming, even if you're just not sure, you can always back out, because I'd rather have more than not enough.
Yeah.
So please sign up.
Yes, please. And bring your friends, bring
family.
Yeah, anybody. And
just don't bring your dog. We don't allow dogs. Sorry.
Yeah, it has to be a human, and they have to. And if they're under 18, then they have to sign a waiver. Mm-hmm. Parent guardian has to sign your waiver. So definitely do that. That is on our event page, though. So if you go to our Facebook page, then you can go and see that it's posted, and you'll get in contact, click get tickets, and do all that shenanigan. And you'll be good for that. So that's about on sign-ups. But we decided that we are going to do a podcast. This is going to be one of the last podcasts. I don't know. We may record another one, but before the game. So definitely, like, listen to this whole thing. We're going to give you some sweet info and maybe some things that you didn't think of.
Yes, definitely.
So, packing list. What to bring. What to expect. Brief,
previous history of games.
Yeah, important info you should know, and then what we're gonna be posting in the next few days. So I guess we should talk about. I guess the big thing is what happened last game. What you should know. Sweet info. So if you want.
Yeah, I'll take that. So basically, we'll start kind of from the get-go. If you haven't seen already, I really suggest you go check out our Anvil page. It's like a Wikipedia, so to speak, but it's for our game. We do have it posted in our event page. You can get there by going to our event or going to our notes section in our main page, in our group page, and you can find it that way. But starting from the beginning in as short and as sweet as I possibly can, we are about 6 to 7 years into the apocalypse. What has happened in this apocalypse is there's been a virus outbreak, a very contagious, deadly virus outbreak that is causing this mass infection. And in short, the government had basically called a state of emergency and gave a bunch of locations to these safe zones that they basically, their last-ditch effort to try to secure humanity and allow as many as people as they can survive within the nation. And so they gave a list, well, in this area, or all that we could find was the facility called Wakefield Science Center, and also abbreviated as WSC. Ironic. But it's very weird. So So basically everyone was to basically be recalled to this area if they wanted to be safe, because the government, that was the best way the government could think of, or whatever, to help keep people safe. So people started coming into the facility, and there was already kind of an established little colony refugee group there, separate from the facility staff, the research facility staff. And what this research facility was a CDC ran, government ran, etc. Research for this virus, and they were trying to come up with a cure. Well, as all people know, that's a dangerous topic, and it's super sensitive and everything, because like everything else, you never can trust scientists, and I am one. So don't trust them. They are shady little buggers that know how to squeak different things by. Anyways, out with that. Basically, people arrived. There was an ambush. There was this attack by the zombies, and it led to a breakout within the facility of these secured research subjects, test subjects. And in turn, it caused automatic lockdowns of the different buildings, and these automatic safety things were only going to last for a short time. And so basically the first mission was to go and secure each test subject, which is how then the humans learned about the special zombies, the perked zombies, which if I remember, there were shields, there was a sword, there was a giant freaking shield, there was a witch who was unstunnable, and then a special person. Within this, a special infected escaped. She is named the Empress. She, in this little tandem plot, basically, she was a scientist for the project called Project Rampart, which was one of the main research labs or project labs for this virus, and it... Oh, let's see, Julia. How did we do this? We've been working on this a lot, so I'm trying not to overlap what has happened and what is happening.
I mean, they don't care if we do.
Yeah, right? No, they're gonna love it.
On their keyboards.
They're right notes, right, scribble. So yeah, she escaped, and she was one of the few zombies that displayed a high intellect and a high intelligence in comparison to all the other ones. Most of the special infected just gained some sort of defense or attacking upgrade or mutation. Mm-hmm. She, however, seemed to retain a lot of her intelligence and everything, and eventually then became the zombie leaders. Then what was left of the refugee group was and some of the facility workers they were then trying to secure the base, secure the facility and everything, and push back this ever increasing zombie threat. They ended up, the main human leader, her name is Fallon Corvo. She kind of was the little liaison between the refugee group and the facility, the research facility, because since it's a CDC thing, they were very high on their security measures and whatnot, which is why it led to the confiscation of everyone's weaponry at the beginning, because there's a lot of new people coming in, and that's a lot of different types of gun safety going around, and so they wanted to make sure everyone was up to par and code and trustworthy, etc. So they took all their stuff and made them earn it to get it back. Fallon kind of helped them with all of that, and she kind of had her doubts and I don't know what was untrustworthy of the CDC of WSC. And she kind of had been working with the doctor, Johnny Connors, who was also one of the scientists the co-lead scientist with the Empress on Project Rampart. And they were really close to finding a cure. Fallon didn't quite trust Johnny, and she kind of then, kept her wits about her and kept eye on him, and eventually ended up breaking into his lab, into the research lab, and found a butt ton of research information about a cure. So she ran real quick, gathered the refugee team, the groups, and they began their assault on the research facility. While they were on their way to go break into the research facility and get the cure, or at least a research to the cure, they came upon Johnny Connors, and he quickly came up to him, and there was this dispute, and came to find out that Johnny's had a love and they were kind of a thing, him and the Empress, who we found out was named Brooke Delaney, before, and he didn't want her killed or anything, and had been covering up that she was the one that caused the release and all this different stuff, and was causing all this what would I say, not ambush, but insurmount, no, what word am I looking for, Julia? This influx. There's the word. Influx of zombie. I can't do words. She was the one causing this influx of zombies, and actually making them more organized and whatnot, more than what anyone had seen so far in their encounters. And so he went, and he's like, no, I don't want you to kill her. And so he went and warned and left the humans and went and warned the zombies, and then became a race for the research. During their break into the research, they found an applicator. They found a thing that was for create an applicator device for the cure. So they were then racing the zombies to get and obtain the applicator cure. Unfortunately for the humans, they were not quick enough, and the zombies got a hold of it before them. And so then Fallon told everyone, hey, get some rest. Tomorrow in the morning, we're going to gather as much research as we can, and we're going to get out of this place, because it's becoming and getting overrun really bad. Like, there wasn't that many people left. I'm making it sound like there was. There really wasn't. There was maybe 5, 7?
Yeah, something
wasn't a lot.
Yeah, not a lot.
After a few special moments of reset,
chaos.
Chaos happened, and there was a big bang 3 times or something. I don't know. And so on their sprint to gather all the research information, they became massively overwhelmed, and the zombies also had been able to reverse essentially the applicator device, and now they had a ranged missile, ranged object mutation that they can now throw at the humans, and if any human was struck with it, they were immediately turned. So that became a big problem for the humans, and so eventually it was just get out of Dodge. Get off of the facility if you can. There were reinforcements coming in to kind of pick them up, because the CDC had a back channel safety protocol to go by, and they hadn't phoned in over half a week. And so they were sending in reinforcements via government protocol. And so they were like, just get out. The reinforcements are almost here. Let's go. But unfortunately, the odds were not ever in their favor, and the overwhelming strength and vigor of the zombies took over the last remaining humans and the reinforcement team, and decimated anybody that was left, from what we know.
And that's
where
our game ended.
That is where the game ended. We are now... for this game, we are 1 year from that moment in terms of plot line, and so time to find out what's happened.
So if this is all new to you, definitely check out the Anvil. That would be really helpful, because everything Bethany said is on there, or information about certain characters. If you're like, who the heck is that? definitely go
and
check
the
it out.
backstory as well.
Yeah, and all the information about, because we didn't tell you everything, because A, we don't have enough time, also, you need to do that.
And B, I'm just a bad rambler, and I do not need to go down that road.
But we would be here forever, because, again, it was a 3-day game, so, I mean, but if this was all new to you, definitely check it out. But also, if you, are already played before, check it out, kind of get a little fresher, because, that might be helpful for this new...
Might have something else in there that you didn't know about.
Yeah, or maybe you missed. But I guess now that we covered the plot and everything, I think we've had a lot of questions on what to bring. And this being our second game, I think we kind of have, a better idea what to bring. So, I mean, more suggestions, what we think that you should bring. Because, again, we didn't play, but we're assuming since we were there, we still...
And I've had a lot of people talk to me and hear a lot of stories, which I absolutely love, by the way.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely love listening.
Tell us your stories. We want to hear them. But I guess we're talking about, what to bring. So, other than definitely bring clothes, because you need to wear clothes. It's still a camp, and you're required to bring clothes. Bring things that, if you're going to stay the night. So, bring, extra clothes, because remember, you're going to be running around, and although there is showers... deodorant is always encouraged and strictly enforced.
Yeah, deodorant checks.
Yeah, we do it.
Every briefing, deodorant.
Every briefing,
I'm kidding.
We do a sniff check. If you stink, you're out. But so typical things: your toothbrush, toothpaste, shower stuff, clothes, socks. Definitely bring extra socks and. Look at the weather, because, last time we thought it was going to be 100 bajillion degrees, and then it ended up being, 60 degrees, and everybody was freezing. So...
I feel like it was below 50.
Yeah.
It also rained.
Yeah,
so
it rained.
Our forecast, I've been watching it, there are some forecasted showers, but not, a lot.
Uh-huh.
Mainly for sure, I think it's Friday or Saturday. Mm-hmm. So definitely bring some extra pair of clothes and stuff. It does forecast to still be warm though. And it has been warm in Wichita / Augusta. Augusta is technically where it's at. Wichita is just a closer, bigger city, but it has been very warm. I think the low is going to be of 60, and that's at the night.
Yeah.
They're all averaging around 80s, and if I know anything, the humidity is going to be high. It's going to feel a lot warmer. Plus, you're going to be running and paranoid. Your heat's going to be up.
Yeah.
So dress accordingly.
Bring if you can, just in case if it does rain, bring extra clothes, shoes, and make sure that they're closed-toed. I know that it sucks when you get a terrible tan, and I know all of you guys are like, man, I want my feet to not be...
Especially the males,
it's strictly males. I mean, sorry, females, but,
You know how crazy those males get about...
flip-flop tans.
Flip-flop tans, man.
Yeah, but definitely bring closed-toed shoes, because there are parts of the camp that are woody and stuff like that, and sticks and rocks, and I would hate for you to get something on your feet, or even if your feet are wet, it's the worst. So definitely just be mindful, just think about, if I'm running around for 3 days, what would I wear, and bring, stuff, just bring double of most things.
Also, as a precursor, you are not safe while you are showering, or going to the bathroom. There's there's one bathroom that we have a safe zone, because, there's sometimes you just need a safety bathroom. But also, no one is to be busting into the shower, tagging somebody while they're butt naked.
Or pooping or whatever. Nobody's going to tag you while you're doing that.
All they're going to do is they're going to touch the curtain on the outside or whatever, the wall, and be like, whoever is in there, you are tagged, Yeah.
And that would be the worst way.
Hopefully your teammates don't leave you while you're peeing or, taking a shower or something. Not that hasn't been done to somebody. Cough, cough, it has.
Yeah. That's our favorite story to hear, is when somebody comes back and they're like, this is so dumb. I got tagged. And we're like, oh, were you doing something heroic? And they're like, no, I was just showering.
I was taking a dump. Couldn't even take a dump piece.
Yeah,
Welcome to the apocalypse.
Yeah, so don't bring your straightener, don't bring your blow dryer. Like, come on, like.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're traveling home, you gotta think about you will have time to do all that after before you travel home.
Yeah.
But this is not a pretty thing. This isn't you're gonna look pretty as you are. You beautiful already.
Yeah, we took out the beauty pageant out of it, so we don't have that anymore. There's no awards for grace and talent or anything, so just come to have fun and just play around. Other things, bug spray, sunscreen, like, bring all that stuff. Just like, just remember you're outside, so if you are a person who likes carrying a water bottle or has a backpack or whatever and you're running around, definitely bring like a water bottle that you can fill up with water or stuff like that, and like snacks. Like, although we provide you snacks and foods, you will definitely get a meal, but
we can't afford pay for everyone's specific style of food.
And if you eat 15 bags of chips, I can't afford that. So if you are, and also if you're a picky person, we have a strict rule of if you don't like it, then you're gonna just go without food. Like, I mean, you can have a sandwich, but like if if you're super picky and you're like, hey, I only eat chicken nuggets and French fries, and that's it, then you're gonna have a really tough time. So,
guys, sorry, I just looked at the weather. The storm seems to have pushed on later. On Friday, they say some sun with a thunderstorm possible. That was a lot more, that's a lot less than what it used to be. So, fam, get excited. Praise the Lord Jesus. Sorry, I'm done. I'm happy.
So it might be less. So we might not have any. But
the
still
high around 81 to 87. So it's going to be warm.
So definitely still prepare, though. Just in case. It's always good to be over-prepared than under-prepared.
Yeah.
So bring your snacks. Bring flashlights and bring extra batteries, because we all know you're going to have a flashlight that's been sitting on your counter for like 6 months and you're like, oh, I haven't used this flashlight and it worked when I first used it. Bring batteries, because that sucks if you're in the middle of clearing a building and they're like, hey, so-and-so, pull out your flashlight. You're like, oh, I got this, fam. You pull it out and it's dead.
Don't got that, fam.
And you're kicked off the squad. So,
I definitely recommend bringing multiple flashlights or batteries and a extra phone charger. Not like the cord, but like a pocket juice or something like that. Like an
battery juice pack thing.
Battery juice, something like that. That'll help extra charge phone.
Because who knows if you leave your phone somewhere to charge, we don't know. Not that anyone should take it, but
no one should steal it. But you don't know how soon you'll be back there,
and you don't know if you're gonna have power. So
that's all gonna be dependent on you guys.
Yes.
So definitely bring in some like bedding and stuff. I wouldn't recommend like, a ton of blankets and everything. Like, if I would maybe say like a comforter and a pillow or a sleeping bag. Sleeping bag would be ideal. If you really want to get crazy, we are allowing hammocks this year, within reason. This has been a topic of discussion amongst our team, and we have finally gone forward with going ahead and having hammocks. We have four-ish simple rules. The hammocks have to be kind of on the outskirt of the camp. So basically, when you get there's kind of like an inner island like thing. We're not asking you to keep it in there because we don't want anyone to run and get hangline. Plus, I don't think it's the wisest thing to put it there. That's the middle of of camp. So kind of in the outskirts of camp. Also, it can't be much higher than chest level. So no, you're not going to be scaling and pulling some little Ewok thing in the trees. And also, when you are done with it, you have to at least unclip or untie one part of it, so that way it's not remaining hanging, so no one can run and get hang-lined off of it. It must either be completely taken down or just undo one side, so that way it's hanging on to, close to the tree. Also, remember that if you do decide to bring a hammock, you're bringing it at your own risk. We do not claim responsibility for it being damaged or anything, just like any other blasters or anything like that. So, definitely bring it at your own risk. But, or hammocks are allowed, tarps are allowed. anything that you want to. Tents are not allowed. We're not
do
doing
not bring a
tents.
tent.
Do not tents. I do not want to have to deal with people
Yeah.
tripping and not wiring and stuff. Ugh, I don't want to deal with that.
And you can, and there'll be a place for you to put your stuff. So don't think you have to, like, you're like traveling to like the top of Mount Everest and have to carry it on your back. There's a place you can put it in a building. We're just saying is like, you just, you know.
You might love it. You can also use your vehicles like we did before. We allowed people to use their vehicles basically to kind of like, I have my clothes in there or something. You can run and grab your clothes or change out a weapon or something like that. That's fine. But if we find you kind of hanging out and like using it as a hideout or something like that, it's not gonna be cool, fam.
But what else I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if we missed anything, I mean, read the rules, read all the rules, listen to all the podcasts and things we've posted. You can kind of see what's good and what's not. Oh, don't bring your bandanas.
Oh yes, lime green bandanas.
Yeah.
Lime green bandanas are what we have at this game. Also, as Juliet mentioned earlier, snacks for sure, maybe even energy drinks or something like that. We will be supplying water and maybe some Gatorade and stuff. Yeah. There's also pop machines there on the camp that you can use your money to pay for. But, if you have anything that you really like for me, I personally like coconut, chocolate chip Cliff Bars, and I don't expect somebody to have those there. I mean, like, supplying them. So for me, I would bring that for myself, sort of things like that. So we'll be supplying, different granola bars and some stuff to try to feed you. But, if you do have something specific that you like some people brought some cereal last time, I do recommend bringing that. Also, if you do have any food allergies or any sort of special medical needs, please talk to us and everything. So that way, one, it's just we know, and we'll keep it confidential and et cetera. And we do have medical staff there on the camp. Both my parents are EMTs and paramedics. We also do have a nurse on staff as well. She's pretty neat. I kind of like her. And also a doctor too. I forgot about that. We do have a doctor, and we have 2 physical therapists basically, or a doctor in physical therapy, and another one that is almost becoming an athletic trainer. So we have
a lot of people.
We got a lot of people. So also, so if you do have any allergies or any medical issues that you think would be good for us to know, like in terms of if you're diabetic or, just something along those lines that we would maybe have to, kind of help keep an eye on. Definitely let us know.
And if you have medicine or something that you need refrigerated, now I'm not going to refrigerate everybody's can of Dr. Pepper. I don't want to do that. But if you have like certain medicine that has to be like in a like fridge or something, definitely if you have a question that's like specific, please talk to us. Do not assume that we're gonna just be like, that's dumb. Like, we definitely will work with people, and as long as it's not insane, we will help you. So if you bring food that you're like, I brought my own sandwich meat because whatever, or if you brought something that you specifically want to eat but it needs to be refrigerated and stuff like that, we'll
work with you. Yeah.
So like, definitely talk to us. But that seems like about it. I mean,
I think that's really
bring all your blasters and all that stuff. Make sure.
Ammo. We will be posting what ammo will be apparent. We are supplying all the ammo for you. That be Nerf Elite, that be Zero darts, that be rival balls, discs, Boomco, etc. Mega darts. Yeah, we have a few mega darts. I don't really expect a lot of people with that, but we do have a few. I will say not a lot of the mega darts. And maybe some whistlers. I don't know. I don't know if we got some whistlers or not. I don't think we're parting with those. Like individually as admins.
But if you want to donate, if you are interested, I know we've had a bunch of people who contact us that are interested in bringing specific kind that they don't know if we're bringing. You can donate whatever you want. We will not complain at all if you want to donate something, but you have to understand you may or may not get them back.
Yeah.
And that's our bottom line is if you donate 100 special darts to us, we can't guarantee you'll ever see them. I mean, they'll be out there, but you may not get them specifically back. So that's the big thing. But I think that's it.
Also the socks. So we'll be supplying socks. The only caveat to us supplying your ammo is I know people like to use Velcro socks. So we have a special thing this year that we're trying out, and we're so please work with us. And I think we talked about this on another podcast.
Yeah, so check that out if you have any questions about that, and check the rules. It says it on there, and if you specifically have a question, just contact us. I mean, so that I think it's all the items. But hey, definitely for sure, if you're already listening to this, you probably have. But check out our Facebook page. But then up all the way up to the game, because we have a lot of stuff coming out. I know we have 3.
I have a plot video that we're getting ready to put out.
We have 2 admin spotlight videos and 1 admin spotlight that's being live streamed. Mm-hmm. We have game information, so dart listings and stuff like that. We have.
Oh gosh, we have let's see, countdowns. We then have the plot video going out. We have some other plot video teasers going out as well. The page is going to be hopping.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. That's super important. Tell a friend, bring friends. That's always we always like that. But
please get signed up. Please get signed up.
Yeah.
Please get signed up.
Please. But yeah, I think that's it.
It covers it. We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you. Please.
We love you a lot. We've gone through. I've missed a lot of times where I got to hang out with my friends for this and you guys. So we hope you enjoy it. We hope you guys have a good time. We hope you're excited just as much as we are. The closer I get, I think my excitement and my anxiety both races equally. Yeah.
Well, and let us know if you like these podcasts, because we like it and we think it's fun. But if you guys want to keep hearing this, or maybe you don't. Eventually, we are looking at doing a debrief podcast, so to speak, where we will hopefully be able to host different people who played the game and have story time and stuff like that. So we're definitely looking at having the debrief podcast and talk about how the game went and positives and negatives, and maybe even go over a few surveys. Who knows? Oh, that's always fun. Yeah. I like
surveys always fun.
That's my favorite because I get to make fun of all of you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and then we get to see how much we need to improve upon ourselves.
Because most of the time it has nothing to do with anything. Most of the time y'all always comment something really dumb, and I'm like...
something silly and fun, and we have a good time. We see them. It's giggle.
What food do you want at the... Yeah, on the sign-ups. Yeah, I saw what you guys put on your sign-ups, where it's like... What do you want to, or are you allergic to anything? And everybody put brains, and I'm like, really? This is already we're starting with the jokes.
Yes, I'm ready for the snarky. But let's get this going. Anyways, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I guess we'll talk to y'all later. If you have any questions or anything, contact us. But we'll see you at the game. Come tell us you listen to this podcast. Tell us and let us know everything, please. But okay, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.